In the distant reaches of the past, along the banks of a river as wide as time itself, lay a forest where the air was thick with the scent of wild jasmine and damp earth. Here lived a great troop of monkeys, thriving under the shade of a majestic mango tree. Its branches were vast, reaching out like the protective arms of a guardian, stretching far over the cooling waters of the river. The Monkey King was their heart and their compass. He was a being of immense stature, yet his strength was secondary to his boundless compassion. He watched over the elders, the young and the vulnerable, ensuring no stomach went empty and no soul felt fear. Yet the king was a man of deep foresight. He understood the nature of greed. He gathered his troop beneath the dappled sunlight and spoke with a voice like rustling leaves. Hear my counsel, my children. The sweet fruit of our tree is a temptation to the world outside. Should a single mango fall into the current, the river will carry it to the eyes of men. And where there is sweetness, there is desire. If they find our home, they will not see our peace. They will see only a prize to be taken. We must pluck every fruit before it is ripe. The troop listened with reverence. For many seasons, they lived in perfect harmony. But karma is a weaver of complex threads. High above, tucked into a hidden cranny of a bird's nest, one golden fruit remained unseen. It drank the sun and the rain until it grew heavy with sweetness, and one fateful afternoon, it surrendered to the river's pull. The fruit drifted like a secret message through the forest and the plains, until it reached the stone steps of the palace of King Brahmadatta. The king, tasting the fruit, felt a hunger that was not of the body, but of the soul. Find this tree, he commanded, his voice echoing with the weight of absolute power. I want every fruit, every branch, and every creature that dares to touch it. Night descended, but it brought no peace. King Brahmadatta's army stood like iron shadows encircling the giant tree with hundreds of torches. The light flickered, turning the leaves into jagged silhouettes. Every exit was blocked by archers, and the river below waited, cold and unforgiving.
Panic rippled through the troop. The king stood upon the highest branch, his eyes scanning the horizon. He saw the distant bank, a salvation too far for any to reach, but there was no other way. The Monkey King breathed in the cold night air, calming the chaotic rhythm of his heart, and prepared for the final act of a true leader.
With a leap that defied the limits of his body, he crossed the chasm of the river. His hands gripped the far branch, but his legs remained suspended in the empty air. He became the bridge, a living, breathing path for those he loved. "Run!" he roared, though pain surged through his frame like fire. "Step upon my back! Do not look back, for your lives are the only truth that matters!"
One by one they ran. The weight was unbearable with each passing soul. The Monkey King felt his bones fracture and his strength wane. The pain was absolute, yet his gaze remained fixed on the far side, watching his family cross to safety, one by one.
When the last monkey touched the ground, the king let go. He fell, broken and spent, to the soft earth beneath. King Brahmada'a, watching from the riverbank, felt his own heart shatter. He approached the fallen leader, kneeling in the dirt, the pride of a monarch replaced by the humility of a student. "Who are you?" the king whispered, "to show such mercy in the face of death?" The Monkey King opened his eyes, reflecting the stillness of the river.
"I am a leader," he breathed, "and a leader's greatness is not measured by the crown he wears, but by the safety of the weakest of those he serves."
The Monkey King returned to the cycle of life, but his spirit was etched into the landscape. King Brahmada'a raised a monument by the river, a reminder that the heart of a true ruler is not a fist of iron, but a bridge of compassion. And so, the forest whispered the lesson for all time to come.
By the river deep, where the wild jasmine blows, the great king watched over as the calm current flows. Under the mango tree, with branches stretching wide, he kept his subjects safe, with love as his guide. Guard every fruit, he spoke with gentle command, lest our sweet secret reaches the king of the land. And seasons will change. A single golden fruit beyond his watchful range slipped to the river, drifting down through the night to the palace of stone, bathed in torches of light. The king tasted wonder, a flavor divine. "Bring me this tree," he said, "make it all mine." All the weight of a leader, the burden of the soul. True power is found in the making of the whole. The great king stood where the shadows were wide, with no place to run and no place to hide. With an army surrounding and fire in the dark, he climbed to the peak to ignite the final spark. He leapt across the void, a bridge made of bone. To save every subject, he faced it alone. His muscles were tearing, his spirit stretched thin, but he held on for them, letting no darkness in. Step by step they fled to the safety of the shore, until the last monkey was safe evermore. He fell to the earth as the morning sun rose, a leader's true story that the river still knows.